Hey, beautiful people. Um, I am sorry to anyone who watched the first Dream Diaries, the part one, and was expecting to be able to come click on the second one and watch it. I was going to do it right after I got my little sister off the bus. Um, but that didn't end up working out because then my dad got home and I had to go do family shit. So, I know it's a little bit late, but now I am here to do part two of the first one. And in the first one, right before I had to rush off of camera to do my sisterly duties, I believe I was talking about living at Disney World. So I'll just start there. I'm sorry about the lighting. I'm in my basement right now because like my whole family's upstairs, and I really don't need them to hear about my weird ass dreams, and then they're gonna be like, why are you talking to your phone like that? I'm gonna be like, whatever. That's probably not how that conversation would go, but anyways, yeah, I'm down here. So, um, I was living at Disney World, and I don't know if I said it or not in the first part, but I went straight from the hospital right after the IV, like, ripped itself out of my hand to, to being in this apartment in Disney World. And it was like straight up, like I shit you not, like literally right in the middle of Disney World. Like it wasn't like near Disney World, like it was just like right in like the middle of Disney World. And it was really, really weird. So, yeah, next thing I know, I was in the apartment in Disney World. And, everyone was just chilling. Mind you, this was an apartment I've never seen before. It was really weird and really small. And the baby that I had just had in the ocean, because, you know, where else would I have a baby but the ocean? That's just like a normal place, right? But, yeah, this baby, all of a sudden, like, it was like the newborn 1 second, and then I go into a different room and I come back into the room and this kid's like all of a sudden 6 months old. So now I have like a 6 month old baby girl who still has no name, and I still have no idea who I have this baby with because, like I said, my dad and my little brother are the only two guys in this dream at this point. So, next thing I remember is I go outside and I believe maybe I left the baby with my dad, but yeah, I don't know. But next thing I remember, I was outside and I was just wandering Disney World because that was where I just so happen to reside now in my dreamland. But yeah. I'm trying to remember exactly how it happened, but I'm not remembering every single detail because whoever remembers every single detail of their dreams, I'm doing the best I can. I'm at a gate. It's like the gate to Disney World. Like I made it like all the way from my apartment, like all the way to the gate. And there's this guy standing there. Also a guy I've never seen before. And we meet, and it's kind of, and he's a white dude. I don't want to say emo. I mean, he had a band t-shirt on, and like regular pants and like Vans, and he had long hair, but it wasn't like emo. It was, I don't know, maybe skater. Maybe he was just like some random dreamy skater dude. But yeah, we met. It was kind of just like, hey, what's up, blah blah. I don't remember his name or anything. And apparently we come up with this idea to run away from Disney World to Disneyland. And I don't really understand. Like, when I say it in real life, it's like Disney World to Disneyland. What? I'm trying to run like all the way in between California and Florida. And our whole plan was like to literally like just take off. Like I went back to my Disney World apartment and grabbed like a bag of stuff and met him back at the fence, and we were like, all right, we got this. We gotta book our asses to Disneyland from Disney World right now. And it was just a killer fucking idea in my dream. Like, it was like the best idea I've ever had in my dream. And yeah, so we start walking, like we walk out the fence and we start walking. And next thing I remember, and when I say next thing I remember, by that I mean like literally like next thing that happened, like it's going from like scene to scene to scene in my head. There's no like in betweens. So like a couple seconds after we walk out the fence and we're just walking, we are all of a sudden in a black SUV in a Taco Bell drive-through. um wow. But yeah. And this guy that is in the dream, the one that I met at the fence, he's driving, and the line in the Taco Bell drive-thru, let me tell you, was ridiculous. It was like out into the road. But so I got out of the car while he was waiting in line because I had to go inside and go to the bathroom. Or like that's why I remember essentially getting out of the vehicle. But I don't, like, in the dream I didn't actually go to the bathroom. Like, it cut scenes again. So I went from stepping out of the SUV car, whatever you want to call it, to being on the opposite side of it. And I was kind of standing near the trunk, kind of like I was on my way back, even though I never actually went. It just kind of jumped from stepping out the door to being on the other side. And he was at the speaker thingy. And he was saying something about, I don't even really remember. It was just like mumbling some words. And then all I hear is the guy taking the order at fucking Taco Bell was like, fuck. He was just fucking swearing. Like, he was like, fucking, I don't know, he kept saying fuck. It was like every other word he was saying was fuck. And I was, like, literally in my dream, like, I was like, oh my god, I would get fired if I talked like that to my customers. They're allowed to do that here? Like, I was, like, so pumped. I was like, I'm gonna come work at fucking Taco Bell because I can swear at people and not get in trouble. But then, in, like, midst that thought that I was having in the dream about Taco Bell being awesome because you could swear at customers, I was like, oh shit, wait, I'm late for work. Oh my god, it was horrible. So, then I sat there, like, having a panic attack for, like, 5 minutes, like, in the dream. Well, maybe it didn't go on for, like, an actual whole 5 minutes, because it's just a dream, but, yeah, I remember, like, freaking out and panicking because I was late for work. But apparently I wasn't too worried about being late for work when I decided I wanted to run away from Disney World to Disneyland. Mind you, this baby had no mention of the baby and the whole Taco Bell scene or the running away scene. It does show up in the next scene, though. So, scenes, but whatever. So, after I'm freaking out about being late for work, and, next thing I know, I'm at a mall. And this mall, let me tell you, this mall, oh my god, if I had $1 million, I would, like, literally live in this mall. It was, like, 10 stories. There was literally, like, there were, like, 10 stores in the mall. 10 stores. 10 floors. Sorry, like, 10 floors in the mall. With, like, every single store I could ever hope for. Sorry, something popped up on my phone and I'm not really sure what it was. But yeah, it popped up. Yeah, now I'm explaining what's happening in real life. Oops. But yeah, so next thing I remember is I'm in a van store and I'm picking out these, like, I don't know, for some reason I decided I wanted to buy these, like, forest green vans. They literally looked exactly like the red ones I have, except the laces were white instead of black, and instead of like the reddish mahogany color, it was a green, like a forest green, like a green that I typically in real life wouldn't wear. Like I only wear like lime greens and stuff. But yeah, it was like forest green, and there was something else that I think it was a beanie. It was like a beanie that matched it. And then there was something else I was buying. And then I walk up to the counter to buy